You know, what if I told you that changing just one thing, your morning, could literally change your entire life? That is the huge, powerful idea behind the miracle morning. It's a philosophy that says if you win the morning, you win the day. And if you start winning your days, well, winning your life starts to feel pretty much inevitable.
But let's be real. Does it ever feel like your life is just kind of on pause? You know that feeling? Like you're going through all the motions. You're working, you're smiling, but you've hit some kind of invisible wall. And deep down, there's this little voice whispering, wait, is this it? Is this all I've got? That feeling is way more common than you think. But the key to unlocking everything you're capable of might be hiding in plain sight.
So picture this. Every single morning, we're standing at a crossroads between two different lives. On one side, you've got the life we're living right now. And on the other, there's the life we could be living. You know, the one where our full potential is just completely unleashed. And the difference between those two paths? It's decided in the very first choices we make when we wake up.
So how do we make that choice on purpose? Well, that's the journey we're about to take. We're going to start by understanding what's at stake, then we'll face our first enemy, the snooze button. After that, we'll uncover the secret ritual for success, learn how to make it a real habit, and then put it all to the test with a 30-day challenge to build your brand new morning. Okay, so first up, two paths, one choice. This is all about changing how we see the morning. It's not just the start of another long day. It's the single most important decision we make. A choice between staying comfortable and chasing greatness. And that choice, it really does set the tone for everything else.
And that first choice, it leads us straight into our first battle of the day, the snooze button. I mean, think about it. The alarm goes off, and right there, in that moment, that's your first challenge. Winning this tiny 5-minute battle creates the momentum and the discipline you need for all the bigger wins later on.
This totally reframes how you think about your alarm clock, doesn't it? It's not the enemy. It's an invitation. When you hit snooze, you're not just getting 5 more minutes of sleep. You are subconsciously telling your biggest dreams, not today, maybe tomorrow. And we all know how tomorrow usually works out. So, it turns out that waking up is way more of a mental game than a physical one. Like, imagine you have to catch a super early flight for your absolute dream vacation. Are you going to hit snooze? No way. Your purpose, your why, is crystal clear. The secret then is to make your purpose for every single morning just as powerful as that. Okay, this brings us to the real heart of the miracle morning, the secret ritual. It's built around 6 key habits, and you can remember them with the acronym S.A.V.E.R.S. First, S is for silence. Just starting your day with calm, purposeful quiet time, maybe meditation or prayer. A is for affirmations, saying positive statements out loud that program your brain for success. V is for visualization. You literally see yourself achieving your goals. E is for exercise, even a few minutes to get your blood pumping. R is for reading, just a few pages of a good self-development book. And finally, S is for scribing, which is just a fancy word for writing in a journal to get clear on your thoughts. When you practice those S.A.V.E.R.S, you create this amazing thing called the golden hour. It's that sacred, quiet time before the rest of the world and all its chaos wakes up. So instead of immediately grabbing your phone and scrolling through everyone else's life, you're actually connecting with your own purpose, finding clarity in the stillness.
Of course, knowing the ritual is one thing. Actually making it a habit, that's a whole different ballgame. And that brings us to the journey of habit. Let's be honest, starting anything new is tough. Your brain is going to fight back against the change. And there's a pretty predictable path that resistance follows.
This journey usually happens in 3 stages. First, it feels totally unbearable. Your body, your mind, they're fighting you every step of the way. It's a real battle. But if you can push through that, you hit the uncomfortable stage. It's still a challenge, for sure, but you're adapting, it's getting a little easier. And then, finally, you become unstoppable. The habit isn't something you do anymore, it's just a part of who you are.
And that really hits on a core truth, right? Growth and comfort, they just can't exist in the same place. The people who do extraordinary things, they don't run from discomfort. They lean into it because they understand it's just part of the process. Discipline isn't some talent you're born with. It's a muscle you have to build day by day.
So, how in the world do we push through those tough, uncomfortable stages? By committing to a 30-day challenge. This is where all the theory gets real. It's a commitment you can actually take action on, to prove to yourself that you have the power to fundamentally rewrite your own identity.
Just 30 days. It might not sound like a lot of time, but the power of 30 days of consistent action is absolutely profound.
Every single day you show up, you're laying another brick in the foundation of this new person you're becoming. By the end, you've built a whole new base of confidence, clarity, and honestly, self-belief. So this is really the ultimate question, isn't it? In just 1 month from now, you could meet a version of yourself that is more focused, more energized, and way more in control of your life. So are you ready to commit, starting tomorrow, to find out who that person really is?
And if you commit to that challenge, it leads you to the ultimate goal, your new morning. This is a life where you become the architect of your day. You're no longer just a victim of your circumstances or a slave to your moods. You are intentionally, purposefully creating your masterpiece, one morning at a time.
In the end, it all comes down to this one simple, powerful truth. The state of your morning predicts the state of your day, and the quality of your days, well, that determines the quality of your life. The challenge, the opportunity, and the miracle are all waiting for you in those first few moments after your alarm rings. The only question left is, are you going to answer the call?